Good day, students. Welcome back to our subject Physical Education 4. I am your lecturer, Mr. Rodolfo B. Fajardo Jr. So we are going to discuss the lesson 2, the sport volleyball. So what would be the topics that we are going to discuss later on one by one? We have the brief history of volleyball, facilities and equipments used in volleyball, the skills, the rules of the game, points, the change of ends, and the last one is about the service. Let us now proceed to our topic 1, the brief history of volleyball. This sport is originally known as mintonet. Volleyball was the brainchild of American William G. Morgan, who came up with the idea for the new sport in 1895. As a student at the Springfield College in Massachusetts, he had befriended James Naismith, who in 1891 had himself invented basketball. We already discussed it in the previous discussion. So let me ask you a question in this topic. Who do you think introduced volleyball in the Philippines? It was introduced to the Filipinos by an American named Elwood S. Brown, the then physical director of the Young Men's Christian Association, or we called YMCA. It became a popular game held in backyards and at the beaches in the islands. At first, the Filipinos invented their own rules for the game. So let me ask you another question related to our topic. So what do you think are the two types of volleyball? Remember, there are two main kinds of competitive volleyball played in the world right now. They are team volleyball and beach volleyball. Both are Olympic sports and have competitive leagues. Team volleyball is played indoors on a hard court with 6 people per team. Let us now proceed to our topic 2, which is the facilities and equipments in volleyball. We have the volleyball court dimensions. Please remember that the volleyball court is 60 feet by 30 feet in total. The net in place in the center of the court, making each side of the net 30 feet by 30 feet. Next is the center line. A center line is marked at the center of the court, dividing it equally into 30 feet squares, above which the net is placed. Next is attack line. An attack line is marked 10 feet of each side of the center line. Next is service line. A service line, there are area from which the server may serve the volleyball. It is also marked 10 feet inside the right sideline on each back line. Next is the net. The net is placed directly above the center line. It is 7 feet 4 inches above the ground for women and 8 feet above the ground for men. For our second to the last, we have poles. Volleyball poles should be set at 36 feet apart, 3 feet farther out from the sidelines. So these are the example of volleyball poles. Next is the ceiling height. The minimum ceiling height should be 23 feet, though they should preferably be higher. So let us now move on to our next topic, which is the topic 3. It is about the skills. The 6 basic volleyball skills are passing, setting, spiking, blocking, digging, and serving. Remember that passing is often thought of as the most important skill in volleyball. If you can pass the serve, then you won't ever put your team in a position to score a point. Always remember that. Another question. So what do you think is the hardest skill in volleyball? It is the blocking. To learn the game of volleyball, a player has to develop a multitude of skills. We have passing, digging, setting, attacking, and serving. So like what I have said a while ago. And then there is a blocking. Blocking is not only the hardest skill to learn, but the skill that takes the longest to perfect. So it's already time to move on and let us proceed to our topic 4, the rules of the game. We have the basic volleyball rules. The first one is 6 players on the floor at any one time, 3 in the front row and 3 in the back row. Next is maximum of 3 hits per side. Next is points are made on every serve for winning team. Of rally, or we call rally point scoring. Player may not hit the ball twice in succession. A block is not considered a hit. Ball may be played off the net during a volleyball and on a serve. A ball hitting a boundary line is Next is, a ball is out of it hits an antennae, the floor completely outside the court, any of the net or cables outside the antennae, the referee's stand or pole, the ceiling above a non-playable area. Next is, it is legal to contact the ball with any part of a player's body. Next is, it is illegal to catch, hold, or throw the ball. Next is, a player cannot block or attack a serve from on or inside the 10-foot line. Next is after the serve, frontline players may switch positions at the net. The last one is, matches are made up of sets. The number depends on level of play. 3-set matches are 2 sets to 25 points and a third set to 15. Each set must be won by 2 points. The winner is the first team to win 2 sets. 5 sets matches are 4 sets to 25 points and 5th set to 15. The team must win by 2 unless tournament rules dictate otherwise. And the winner is the first team to win 3 sets. So that is the rule of the game. So let us now proceed to our topic 5. It is about the points. Remember that matches are played best of 5 sets. The first 4 sets are played to 25 points, with the final set being played to 15 points. A team must win a set by 2 points. There is no ceiling, so a set continues until one of the teams gains a 2 points advantage. Previously, all sets were to 15 points, with the first 4 sets having a ceiling of 17 and the final set requiring at least a 2-point winning advantage. Let us now proceed to our topic 6, about the change of ends. Teams change ends at the end of each set. The winner of the rally not only scores a point, but also the right to serve to start the next rally. Upon regaining the serve, the players rotate one position clockwise and the new server is the one in the right back position. It only means that the position is changing. So let us now proceed to our last topic for this lesson. It is about the service. So let me give you the 5 types of serves in volleyball. Remember, there are 5 primary serves used in volleyball, 4 of which are typically used competitively. They are the underhand, overhand, float, top spin, and the jump serves. Here is a look at these 5 serves you must know and teach. So let us begin with the first one. Let us now proceed to our first example of the serve. As you can see in our example picture, it is the underhand serve. 1 foot back, the ball is held in the non-dominant hand. The dominant hand makes a fist. The weight moves to the forward foot and the ball is contacted by the fist just behind the center of the ball. This serve is often lumped into the same category as the granny, free throw shooting style in basketball. Some call it cheating, or for amateurs outside of competition. While you often see underhand serves by rec leaguers, there is a place for it in games featuring younger athletes. The underhand serve can be useful to someone who cannot yet generate the power required to get the overhand serve across the net. It is also valuable to those who have trouble coordinating the timing between the toss and contact with the ball. So once again, that is the underhand serve. Next is the overhand serve. Remember, this serve is the most common in volleyball. The non-dominant hand holds the ball and is extended forward from the shoulder. The ball is tossed up and contacted with the dominant hand moving from over the head down and through to the waist. This serve is popular due to its ability to accommodate power, precision, and a variety of spins. Another thing, the jump, top spins, and float serve to follow are varieties of overhand serves. And an overhand serve can be manipulated by the position of hand, follow through, body position, and swing speed. And also this flexibility is essential to developing a successful repertoire of serves to deploy throughout a match. Next is the floater. The steps for an overhand serve take place and then hand contact should be made directly behind the middle part of the volleyball. The arm will follow through but should be stopped before descending toward the waist. And also the aim is to produce no spin while generating power. And also a float serve can be devastating to an unsuspecting or unreliable passer. The ball has very little spin, making it susceptible to the forces of air. Floaters often move left or right unexpectedly and quickly drop once they lose momentum. Once again, that is the floater. Next is the top spin. The top spin, or the steps for an overhand serves with a high toss, take place, then the player should move under the toss and strike the ball from below. The follow-through should be down with a good wrist snap and then toward the outside of the shoulder. Top spin serves get on the defensive players quickly and can drop just over the net, putting serve receivers in a bind. Adding to this, top spin can be a good way for players who are not as strong as others to put quality power behind the ball. Let us now proceed to our last example of serve. It is the jump serves. The ball is tossed with the non-dominant hand very high and several feet in front of the player. An approach is made and player jumps to attack the ball. A firm wrist and abbreviated follow-through help keep control throughout the serve. And also you can implement both up spins and float techniques during a jump serve. And also the jump serve is difficult to execute and comes with lower accuracy. However, when done well, it is devastating to try and return. And also the amount of power and spin generated by a good jump serve is difficult for even great serve reservers to handle. So that would be the examples of serves. So please do not forget one by one because it is also a part of our quiz by the following meetings. We're already done in our second topic, which is the volleyball. So please take a review for us to be able to have a high score in our quiz by next meeting. So here's our references. See you to our next session. We will discuss the lesson 2. It is about the Filipino traditional games. Topic 1 is about the patintero. Topic 2 is about the tumbang preso. Topic 3 is about the luksong tinik. Topic 4 is about the board games. So please get ready for our next meeting. Thank you for listening and watching. God bless you.